Shout out to the chat. 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 This is your homegirl, Arabia Bosa, aka the BT 1000, aka the Jeep Creeper on this shit, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I know it's early in the morning. I know a lot of people are not up. It's not too much going on, but on these YouTube streets, yes, there are some battles. Yes, there are some wars. Yes, there are some arguments. Yes, there's difference of opinion in this sector. And I just want to thank all my new subscribers. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming over and subscribing. Thank you for your support of this channel. And I appreciate your view. I'm going to ask a question. And you all can answer it or choose not to answer it. But you can write in the comments section. If you're subscribed to this channel, you can write in the comments section about what it was, why you subscribe to this channel. What drew you to this channel? Because I'm not your everyday YouTube creator. I don't hold panels like some other YouTube creators. I don't have certain materials to do certain videos, but I'm interested in why people subscribe to this channel. You can write the answer in the comment section if you're not here during this live broadcast. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for subscribing to me, even viewing my videos on this channel, because that is awesome. That is awesome. That gives me an opportunity to express myself. I love music. I love anything dealing with history. I'm in the process of learning both Spanish and Swahili. I speak a little of both of those different languages. I'm fluent in English. So shout out to the chat. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because something happened yesterday that totally took me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to happen. It happened. And I don't mean no harm. It was a very, very beautiful, touching gesture. Just a simple phone call. Do you know what that means to me? Because my circle is so small than what it was years ago. I never had a big circle. I never kept a big circle of friends or associates, or just a few of the chosen. Very few people that I actually chose to rock out with, to spend time with, to get relationships with. And I'm not the perfect person. I make mistakes. I do stuff that maybe I don't need to be doing. And I say stuff maybe I don't need to be saying, but I'm human. But, sometimes you got to take accountability for what you do. And, yesterday I was so surprised. I was taken back. I was sitting in my house, cleaning up, getting everything straight, making sure I got my laundry done yesterday, and just doing everyday things, cooking for myself, or that. And because I'm not going back to work until Wednesday morning, I decided to indulge myself in my Swahili studies. So that is very important to me. That's very important to me. But yesterday, something amazing so happened. I mean, it was just so amazing, and it's such a beautiful gesture. And we don't have thoughtful people like the way we used to back in my younger days. If someone gave you a gift, what you would do and what we was taught to do was to write a thank you letter. And a thank you letter goes a long way. I don't care what happens in this world. When someone does something for you, you say thank you. In the Swahili language, in the Swahili tongue, thank you is asante. Asante sana means thank you very much. It's just like I just want to just show my gratitude because I thought that was so real, so nice, so sweet, very considerate, very thoughtful. And people don't usually think about people like that. They be like, oh, well, I get back in touch with that person later. Or, oh, well, they'll be all right. You know, I'm sure they understand. But it goes a long way. And I don't mean no harm. When that person called me, I'm not going to tell you who it was. When that person called me, the sweetheart called me, I felt like somebody gave me $1 million. That's how I felt. Because I've been so isolated and cut off from people. If I'm not working or I'm not out and about, or if I'm not on YouTube or some other kind of social media platform, then I'm not engaging with other people. I'm not socializing with other people. In some respects, I have some concerns. You know what I mean? Because I've made blunders and mistakes in the past. My judgment was not the best. And I'm here to say my judgment was not the best as a young woman. Even now, I have lapses in my judgment. Even now. I'm not going to be like, oh, in the past. No, even now. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And sometimes you got to confront what's going on the inside in order for you to feel better about yourself. I don't mean no harm. I'm going through a thing called recovery, sobriety. And I don't care what nobody tells you. It is one of the hardest things to do. And it's constant work. Not only do you have to police yourself from going out and just picking up that one, you're fighting with other avenues about yourself. It's other things you're fighting, you're battling. And I think some people get it. And I appreciate them. So shout out to the chat. I'm not going to be up here that long. I know everyone has something to do. I know everyone has someplace to go today. I know that. I'm not going to take up people's time. Your time is precious. Your time is important. But I couldn't stop thinking about that gesture. Now, trust me. And it wasn't someone from my support team that called me. It was a YouTube creator. And it's somebody I respect very, very much. Because they seem to get me. They seem to understand certain things. Then now they don't excuse me from whatever bad behavior or mislapse in judgment or whatever. They don't excuse me from none of that. But I guess they kind of like stay in their lane and I stay in my lane. But when it's time for us to converse a little bit, we do. I try not to, how do you say it, bother people. You know, if something is going wrong with a certain situation, I may not say nothing about it. I just carry on as I do, as I will. Shout out to the chat, but that's the way it is. That's the way I am. So, yo, I'm telling you, man, it goes a long way. The old-fashioned ways of common courtesy and being thankful is just dying out. It's dying out. It's just like when you go for a job interview. Now, a lot of people don't do this. When I go for a job interview these days, or whatever the case may be, I'll go and get a little card, or I'll write a letter to the manager, whoever did the interview, and I will thank them for the interview. Of course, I thank them before I leave the interview, but to reiterate my interest or my thanks for even taking their time, I'll go ahead and send a card or send a letter. I don't necessarily have to follow up with a phone call right after the interview. I like to do letters. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat as an old-fashioned practice that is dying out. It's not very popular. So I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank everyone. I want to wish everyone a wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my subscribers, new and old. And shout out to some of my YouTube creators. And we really got a nice array of people in the sector. Some people are assholes, but you really do have a lot that are really good people. And sometimes, you know, things happen and everybody don't see what you see, but you know what you see and you know what you know. And you go by what you know. You go by your gut feeling. And anytime anyone reaches out to me, I like to reach back. You know what I mean? So shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for visiting with me. Even if you're a ghost whisperer, a ghost in the bushes, I'm a ghost whisperer. So shout out to you. Thank you for coming over. Peace.